welcome back to my channel. I'm Monica for those of you who do not know. So today we are doing a foundation review, and the foundation that we're reviewing is the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hydrating Foundation. This just came out a couple of weeks ago. I finally got it in the mail. I ordered it when it came out, but with COVID and everything, it's taking a little bit longer, so sorry for the delay on that part. Some key things about this foundation: it's formulated with hyaluronic acid and coconut water. It's supposed to be skin perfecting, medium to buildable coverage, and it's oil-free, dermatologist tested, and vegan. I got it in the shade Light 50 Warm. You'll see the shade's not a perfect match. You'll see that in like the actual try-on part of this video. Yeah, if you're interested to see how this foundation works, then just go ahead and keep watching. All right, so I'm gonna put my hair back and get started. This is formulated with hyaluronic acid and coconut water. Hopefully the coconut water won't bother my skin. This is what the packaging looks like. It is a plastic bottle with a pump, which I like. So, please tell me that didn't break. So on one half of my face, I'm gonna use my Tati Beauty Blendiful, and then on a fourth of my face, I'm gonna use a sponge. This is the Flower Beauty sponge. And then on the other quarter of my face that does not have foundation, I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. This is what I used to use every time I did a foundation review. But now I'm trying 3 different ways because this is how I normally apply my foundation. And the other 2 ways are basically just for like information, if you guys are one of those people who uses a brush or a sponge usually. So I'm gonna take this. I hope this is gonna work. This is in the shade Light 50W. It's really hard to like see online, and I'm not used to buying foundation for my tanner skin tone. It looks like it might work. I have only watched one person's review on this, and they have completely different skin than I do. It was Raw Beauty Christy. My skin's kind of going through a weird phase. It used to be combination to oily, and now it's more combination to dry. Maybe it's a little dehydrated. I don't know, it's changing, so I'm trying to figure it out. It's still got combination and it's sensitive, so yeah. By the way, I mentioned this in a video I recorded last week, but that video is not going up until this week. If this is too much light going on, let me know. I have one extra light on, but it's just kind of dark in here right now, and I wanted to make sure you guys could see what was going on. So yeah, just let me know in the comments below if it's too much light or if you like the lighting. I'm gonna take my Tati Beauty Blendiful and put it on the right side of my face, and let's just see what we're working with here. No smell, really. It's a little yellow. It's a moussey texture. Definitely more moussey than like super liquidy. All right, initially I'm thinking that it's kind of like light to medium coverage. So let's just keep going and see. I'm trying to like put it halfway down. It's definitely a little yellowy, but it's okay. We're gonna make it work. I like the way it's looking in terms of texture so far. Coverage is not my favorite, but you know, that's okay. Half of my nose. I have a pimple right here, and I haven't had a pimple in that kind of area in like years. It's super weird, like in at least like 3 years. It's kind of annoying because it's like a weird place to like put foundation. So it's just odd. It says it's medium to buildable coverage, so we're gonna see how buildable it is because I'm gonna need to build up this coverage for sure. Like, it doesn't look bad if you don't have a whole lot of like blemishes. It's like super yellow up here. Hi guys, Editing Monica here. So I figured out why it was so yellow up there. I'm trying out a new vitamin C serum that turns my face orange if it like sits for a while, and I accidentally got some in my hairline today, so that's what the orange part is. Like the super orange part. It was a little bit yellowy in my hairline, like the foundation was, but That really super orange part that you're seeing that I'm going to be complaining about for a little bit is actually the vitamin C serum. So just wanted to let you know that. It's like getting in my hairline super bad. That's probably user error. So it's starting to set down a little bit. And I like the way the finish looks. It looks actually better in person than it is on camera. This is heavily bothering me. That's weird looking. This is definitely not the best color match. It's a little yellowy and almost, it seems like it might, I don't know, it just looks a little yellowy. But we're just gonna keep trucking, and I'm gonna take some more on my candle lid. And we're gonna go in with a sponge on the lower part of my left side. I've used this off camera, haven't used it on camera, so we're gonna see what I'm working with here. I haven't really used it a lot anyway. Like, I've tried it, but because of the Tati Beauty Blendiful, I haven't been super into using brushes and sponges because I just love how nice my foundation looks with the Blendiful. All right, this is giving, of course, less coverage. It's soaked up an absolute ton of that foundation. The finish is nice though, it just needs more coverage. The finish is very similar to the Blendiful over here. But I definitely need more coverage. It's not really giving me a whole lot. If you can see, you can still see like marks and like acne scars. Same over here. This is so yellow looking. But I like the finish. So let's see how it goes on with my e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. That was like, oh my gosh, that's like a ton. Put some on my chin. I'm gonna have to drag it down anyway. Yeah, that color, it's almost too yellow and too light. It looks like you get more coverage with the brush than you do with the sponge, but about the same that you get with the Blendiful. And actually, it applies quite nicely with a brush, almost to where you don't have to like smooth it over with a sponge. It looks pretty good on like the texture side of things. But what I am gonna do now is I'm gonna like kind of zoom you guys in and show you what one layer looks like with Blendiful side, brush, and sponge quadrant areas. But this is what we're looking at. I'm gonna zoom in, and then after that I'm gonna go in with the second layer on my entire face with the Blendiful, because that is my preferred way of applying foundation. So before I go into the Blendiful, I would say that thus far, my preferred methods of application are with the Blendiful and with a brush. This just soaks up a lot of the product. It almost like sucked it all up to where like I barely got any like foundation on there. But if you're not looking for coverage and you're more looking for like the finish and just slight like color correction and stuff like that, like the texture with the sponge and like the way it looks, the finish is really, really nice. So yeah, just so you know, but I am gonna go in now and go with my Blendiful and put a second layer on and definitely drag it down my neck. I just wanted to like tell you guys that this with a second layer, I'm really, really liking. I think it looks nice, pretty hydrating. I mean, like, if you don't like that, then I wouldn't get this. But it does look nice. It almost, like, I don't know if you can pick up on camera, but it's almost like smoothing out my acne scars, or at least how they look. So yeah, I really like it thus far with like a second layer. This is what it's looking like with the second layer. I'm really loving the way it's looking. Aside from the color, I do think it's a little bit yellow and warm for me. I did the best I could. I mean, I should have been like tipped off by the fact that it's literally called 50 warm, but I do really like the way it's looking. It's looking very like plump and like hydrated and just healthy looking. I really like the way it looks. I let it set down a little bit. It is a little bit tacky still because, I mean, it's supposed to be a hydrating foundation. So now what I'm gonna do is apply some concealer, powder, like the rest of my like makeup and everything, and then I'm gonna come back and show you the final look, and then we're gonna do check-ins throughout the rest of the day. Final makeup look. I just did something simple because whatever. But this is what everything looks like with the powder on, bronzer on, all that good stuff. This foundation didn't have any problem mixing with like concealer, powder, bronzer. Like none of it like was like lifted up during that process or anything. It was a nice base, and I actually really liked the way it worked. I wasn't expecting to like it this much off of an initial application. I do think the color is off. Like it doesn't look too bad now that everything else is on, but I do think it's a little bit yellow. And I definitely think that the best way to apply it for full coverage is with the Blendiful if you own that, if not with a brush, and then you can smooth it out if you absolutely feel like you need to with a sponge. In my personal opinion, I don't think it even really needs a sponge to smooth it out. I think that it worked perfectly fine with a brush without smoothing out because the texture was nice. It didn't like look too like brush strokey or anything like that, for lack of a better word. But yeah, so far so good. I really like the way it looks. And so I will do some check-ins today and take you guys along with me. And so yeah, I will see you in the first check-in. Hey guys, so welcome to check-in number 1. It is about 2 hours since I put the makeup on. I finished putting on my foundation at 1:30. It is 3:40 right now. So here's what we're looking like. Not a whole lot has changed. It looks pretty good. I actually really like the way it looks. The color's not too bad now, but I definitely would get a different color if I ended up liking this foundation. It still looks really good. There's not really any cracking or creasing yet. So that's pretty much what's going on. Not a whole lot to report, but I will see you guys in the next check-in. Hey guys, welcome to check-in number 2. It is almost 6 o'clock. Yeah, it's 6 o'clock, and let's just check out the makeup. Not a whole lot has changed. This is really not exciting so far. Not that I want it to fail, but it's not like nothing looks bad. It's not even like creasing, and I've been sitting outside for a while now. It looks really good. I actually think I like the way this foundation looks as the day goes on, at least for about 5 hours, 4.5 to 5 hours, because that's where we're at now. It looks really good. I'm gonna see what Thomas thinks when he gets home. He has his new job. He started this week. But there's not like any creasing over here or on my upper lip. I need to reapply some lip stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much what's going on. Not a whole lot to say about it right now. All right, I turned on all the car lights to do this check-in. So welcome to check-in number 3. Everything is honestly looking so good. I really like the way this foundation wears and how it continues to wear throughout the day. It's not like fading anywhere, and I still don't have any creasing really, except for maybe like some super fine lines over on my smile lines. But other than that, like, it looks really good. It's a little dewier than it was after I powdered it a couple hours ago. By the way, it is almost 9 right now. I believe it's 8:45. Yeah, it's 8:45. And so it's been on now for 7 hours, a little over 7 hours. So yeah, it's looking really good. I wasn't expecting to like this so much, but as long as it doesn't break me out, this is so far getting an A+ from me for sure. You look handsome.
Thanks, baby.
What do you think of my foundation today?
I think it looks really good. It's not really caking.
That's good.
Yeah, sorry, I'm tired and hungry.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it looks good.
What's your ranking out of 10?
Like a 9.
The 9? Why not one more point?
I don't know. I didn't
Just
know
always
this was
looking
a,
for more perfection.
I didn't know this was a survey.
Just asking. Okay, we'll go eat your wrap.
All right, thank you.
So this is the final check-in. It is 10 o'clock here. So it's been a solid, basically like 8.5 hour wear test. Is that right? I'm tired. Anyway, so this is what we're looking at. It looks so good. I'm like really impressed. I need to get the right shade because it's definitely still a little bit yellow, but it looks really good. Thomas liked it, which means a lot since, you know, he's picky. And I really like the way it's looking, not a whole lot of creasing or anything. And it just looks really nice on the skin. It looks really smooth and I don't have any complaints so far, but hopefully it won't break me out. I'll keep you posted on that. So far I don't have any like breakouts and we're just gonna keep praying that that's the case. But yeah, anyway, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, hit that notification bell down below, and subscribe if you aren't already. I'm trying to upload 1 to 2 videos a week, more like 2, that's what I'm aiming for. So definitely turn that notification bell on so you guys know when I upload. But yeah, I hope you guys liked this video, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye.